need to get away. I need to run, and run, and run, and never, ever come back here. But I have to lose it. If I don't lose it, it will find out where I live, and only God knows what it might do if it ever found that out. I was running away from something that I had never seen before, never believed before, and always swore that I did not exist before. I was running from either an urban legend or an ancient myth, because that's what I thought it was. A myth. Never anything that could truly exist in this world of humans. You can probably tell that I am not a very superstitious person. I was the one kid in elementary school that never got scared by anything. You see, my parents raised me to be scared of nothing and no one, but I should always think of reality instead of the reverse reality, if that is even a thing. What I'm talking about are ghosts, goblins, and ghouls. Oh my. But as I got older, this became stronger and stronger, so I became more rash and headstrong with my decisions. But there was one decision I made that had changed my entire outlook on life, meaning itself, thought too. It was a huge mistake done by yours truly. It always changed me to do some things that I'm not very proud of, and soon I will tell you about this and that. You know what I mean. Anyway, back to the story, I guess. Because I have more waiting to be put onto this video diary thingy, I'll start dating it when I deem necessary. I remember sitting on my desktop at home and getting an email from a very old acquaintance saying that I should check out this story called the Woodson. He told me that if nothing truly scared me, that I would go to the woods in a very specific place and repeat everything the Woodson says. The weird thing is, I haven't spoken to this guy in over 5 years. I haven't changed my email since about 7 years ago, so it wasn't too oddly surprising that he sent me an email. I was somewhat excited to hear from him again, so I tried to start up a small conversation with him. It went like this from top to bottom. WoodySammy117890 @gmail.com was his email. Mine was popto11 @gmail. Anyway. Hey Chris, I know you may or may not remember me, because it has been a long time. A very long time. I was looking through all of my old accounts on my old Yahoo account, and I saw yours, so I thought about how nothing had ever scared you. And I was thinking that maybe this was something that would actually get to you this time. It is a story called The Woodson. It is set in southeastern Massachusetts, Freetown State Forest. You live in Massachusetts, so why not go visit the state forest? You might find what you need at this place. Also, I highly doubt you won't find it because you are a smart man after all, aren't you, Chris? I replied, "Oh, hey, how are you? What is this story about, and why should I have to go there?" He responded with, "If you look up the story, you will find out what it's about. You also find the answers you need." "What are you talking about, answers?" I said. "The number is 880. It was odd that he sent that to me, so I sent him, "What?" He never replied from there on. A day later, I looked up the story, and to my surprise, it was oddly long and repetitive, about 4 or 6 paragraphs long. There was one weird thing about the story, aside from the fact that it was highly unnerving. It was one of the hardest things to find. About 6 hours into the search, I had found it on this website that needed a 3-digit code to enter. Surprisingly, not really. 880 was the code. I will not say or talk about this website here, because I do not want anyone to see this hell of a sight. It was gross and disturbing. No, quite sadly, it wasn't a porn site. I would change a few words of this Woodson story because I would not want anyone to do what I did because of the effects it has had on me. Here is the story. Woodson, Woodson, where art thou be? My soul is ready to be taken by thee. To be ripped of soul than flesh than bone, I am ready to be reaped by thee. Woodson, Woodson, how are thee? To be so big, so tall, so lean, why and how can you be so mean? Woodson, Woodson, from the earth he rose, of the minds which you feast, you have become the ultimate beast. Woodson, Woodson, to take thine child, to put him on stake and burn him for a while. Woodson, Woodson, to hear the screams of the people in your dreams, to not toss and turn by those you terrorize. How do you live without any eyes? Woodson, Woodson, to be able to smell, without a nose, with only a shell. Woodson, Woodson, how do you walk, when your legs are hollow and your fellows all follow? Woodson, Woodson, why won't you die, when at night I cry and cry? You killed my family, you ate my people, always and always staying at the steeple. Woodson, Woodson, why have you skinned me, only to be flesh and air within me? Woodson, Woodson, I look into your eyeless pits, I hear the screams of those before you, I know the pain they have experienced. Woodson, Woodson, why do you torture, until the kill? Keep us alive for as long as you can, and still no one has taken a stand. Woodson, Woodson, how were you born from this loving Mother Earth? What have we done to make her pissed, for her to take you from the deepest, darkest pits? Woodson, Woodson, just kill me already, enough I have had. I am just bone, I am already sad. Woodson, Woodson, I say goodbye, all of my life has been a lie. To whom may read this with thine eye, you must say prayers and say goodbye. Woodson, Woodson, made with a piece of pale running bee skin, has been made with the blood from your skin. Remember the great warrior who bled you to damnation, the same man you also sent to damnation. Woodson, 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 it is okay to run and run, but to hide you shall not. Woodson shall find you, like it or not. Woodson, 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 Woodson. The ending had me somewhat uneased, and the feeling was increased even more when I realized someone was banging on my front door. Who it was I had no idea, but I was about to find out.